Hello and welcome to This Is Why We're Not Okay, a podcast hosted by and for idiots with our special guest star, JD Vance. My name is Aubrey.
Shit, don't put that on me. Just because I'm from Ohio doesn't mean you get to...
You're from Ohio? Skibbity Ohio?
I am literally a half-hour drive from his town.
That's just like Jake and Logan Paul. Do you know them?
I'm gonna stab you.
My name's Aubrey.
My name's Abby.
And this is our special guest star, JD Vance.
I'm not even gonna...
We're gonna die in 2 days because of this recording.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we're all gonna get the
It's
clap.
this curse.
What's the grudge thing? 7 days?
Yeah.
That's The Ring.
Before we dive in...
It's like The Ring. Yeah.
Just before we dive in, I need to make a misinformation calculation that I made in last episode.
Oh.
Last episode, I made a comment about the Canadian electors, like the Canadian politicians debate that happened a while ago, and
Yes.
I made a comment about how...
That wasn't in the episode. That was later.
That was later?
Just last Saturday.
Oh, never mind. Well, I had told you that, I almost said JD Vance, that Pierre Polyev said that if he was talking to, people who were going to give him security clearance for what the fuck ever, and he said that if he got the security clearance, he would be gay.
Yeah.
That was a miscommunication. I heard gay in
He
the
said
audio.
gagged. Everybody heard
gagged.
gay.
He
Everybody
said
heard
gagged,
gay.
but I heard gay. I am going deaf, and that scares
So-
me.
That's actually a thing. I wanted to explain how Canadian politics works to Nick. This is a really bad time to record because the actual election is happening in 2 days, and this podcast is being uploaded afterwards. So we can't tell people to go vote because by the time it's out, voting will be done, and we can't talk about the results because they're not in
So
yet.
let's just predict the future. Alright, that would be kind of funny. Yeah.
Well,
I personally think Bernie Sanders becomes the new Emperor of Canada. That's a really funny prediction.
Well, it's a pretty sure thing because here's the really funny part, Nick, that I want to tell you about.
Yeah.
The CBC, with early voting done, the early voting period ended last Monday. With polling of people, the CBC is predicting the Liberals will win supermajority of Parliament, 92% likelihood, and there is a 1% chance that the Conservatives control Parliament at all. So it's a pretty sure thing.
So it sounds like a good day to be a Liberal.
Yeah, so I'm going to say congratulations to Mark Carney for becoming the new Prime Minister of Canada, and if I'm wrong, I will move.
To where? America?
Probably New Zealand.
That's fair.
Don't be
I'll
a
join
Kiwi.
you. I'll join
Why?
you.
Don't be a Kiwi. Go to
I
Australia.
like Kiwis. I
You
like
know
the
what?
really
I've
fuzzy
always
part.
wanted to
I
do
like
the work
skin.
visa in Australia. It'll give me a good excuse to move there. I have some trans news if you want to hear it.
I do.
Okay, it's not good news, I don't think. And it's
Oh.
out of England. It's out of the UK. Apparently,
Oh, yes.
did you hear about this? The UK Parliament passed or the English Parliament, either one.
Yeah.
They passed a thing that says of what officially in their words defines what a woman is, and they just defined it as a biological anatomized person with boobs and a vagina is a woman,
make
and that
sense, 'cause
sparked
not
a
all
lot of
women have.
protests, a lot of trans right protests.
Oh, of course.
And they called it an emergency protest and stuff, and that's all I know about it. I just know they passed that definition of what a woman is, and all of the trans people and trans allies, they fell out, and not in a good way.
It's J.K. Rowling's fault too.
Is it actually?
Yes.
No, it's the black mold's fault in her house.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
It's all the cocaine she's on.
I heard this. Was it, the thing you got wrong is that it wasn't UK Parliament. It was their House of Lords.
Oh shit.
So
Is
a
that
bunch
worse?
of rich aristocrats. Yes, because they're not voted for. They're appointed by the other lords.
Oh god.
And they have names like Baroness Emma Nicholson of Winterbourne. And it's so fucking stupid.
You
The
know who
House
they
of
should
Lords is
appoint?
so
They should
stupid.
appoint Emperor Slimesicle of
should
I can't
appoint
think of a
me.
name for him.
Jortopia.
Stormopia.
They should appoint me as
They
the
should
Lord.
They should. And you should say,
I'm so
just
glad.
a woman. And then, like, the moment you, like, sit in your seat, like, on the first day, you take the wig off, and you're like, I'm still a woman, but, like, guess what you've done? Oh.
Why would I be wearing a wig? I already have long hair.
That's true, but
What a good joke.
You don't need long hair to get rid of. You don't need. Those two are interchangeable. If you have long hair, you can still wear a wig.
Yeah, it's really it's
Just
upsetting
just an obvious fake blonde wig that you got at like Party City or something.
news.
And you're like, I want to be a lady in the House of Lords.
It's so stupid.
That's what you should do.
It's so dumb.
You should catfish them.
So we have God, my brain is so frazzled today. We're recording like earlier than normal. I usually don't get up until like 12 on weekends, but I had to get up at like 9 to prepare shit. I know how like, oh, woe is me, I had to wake up at 9 a.m. Oh no.
I mean, I woke up at 9, but I just kind of do that naturally. For reference, I used to wake up at like 6:30 when I was younger. So
Oh my
this is a
God.
vast improvement.
How did you live?
I didn't really. I was stuck in a chasm. I was stuck in fight or flight.
So we've talked about Canadian politics.
Yes.
We've talked about UK politics.
Yes.
We're going to talk a little bit about US politics for a couple seconds.
Hooray.
With our new and hopefully not recurring segment, Hey, dipshit, that's just what the Nazis did.
Oh,
Well, in this segment, we're going to be talking about RFK Jr. On Easter, I don't know if either of you heard about this. On Easter Sunday, RFK announced that he would be spending billions of federal dollars to, quote, find the cause of autism.
Oh, no,
which
I
is
heard about
already,
this. He
like-
wants to track autism in people.
Yeah,
he
it's
wants
already
to track
fucked up.
autistic people.
Like a couple days ago, he announced
I
that he was
read
going
about
to be
this.
illegally searching the medical and personal records of American citizens to create an autism registry, which, if you don't know, the Nazis literally created an autism registry in 1940.
I think they also did a registry for, like, anyone who was considered, like, mentally deficient or, like,
Yes.
disabled.
They also made a gay registry and a bunch of other shit like that. It's
Yes.
really fucked up.
You know what else is fucked up?
So,
You know what else is fucked up? You know what else I heard?
fucking RFK Jr.
A municipal, I don't know the details, but I believe it was a municipal judge in Wisconsin was held on 2 case charges by ICE officers, and she's, like,
Yep.
still detained.
Yep, it's really...
So he's
they're
arresting
doing
judges now. They're arresting
Yeah, it's-
judges.
It's kind of fucked up. But I don't want to linger on it because this is a happy podcast where we talk about happy things.
What are you talking about? I'm so happy talking
I
about
propose the creation of the Dead Brainworm Registry, which is a list of Americans who have had dead brainworms found inside of their brain, and the only name on it is RFK Jr.
Or J.K. Rowling. I mean, she
I know-
probably shares her coke with Elon, so...
I
Or no, he's
know
on...
we talk about
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry, he's on ketamine. I'm sorry. Not coke.
True.
He's
I feel
doing
like,
ketamine, I
well,
believe.
okay, allegedly.
Allegedly. Both of them.
People
But
have been
also,
sued for
he
less.
went on a... Yeah, they have. But, what was that thing? A few days ago, he went on, like, his Tesla board, like, in an actual video call, and said that he was going to be stepping back from, like, Doge a little bit. And then
Oh my
immediately after he said that, after something, investments skyrocketed in Tesla. Because they found out he was going to step back a little bit from being involved with, like, the president and stuff. He's, like, not fully quitting, but stepping back. And then investments, like, the stock for Tesla skyrocketed. So
So what
Yeah.
you're
Awesome.
saying is we need to get more people out there and start burning down more Teslas.
yes.
I would never advocate for such a thing. But
No,
if you want
I
to
would
on the
advocate
record,
for
then be
drawing
my guest.
penises on the side. That's funny. Because I'm
That's
in middle
not-
school, and that's funny.
It's not funny, and I would never advocate for it, so don't do it.
Don't do it.
Nick, how's your week?
Some highs, some lows.
Is this count as a low?
I don't know. If we keep up the political talk, it might be a low.
We're done with the
teetering.
political talk.
I made off like a bandit for Easter. I got all the leftovers, so I've been eating like this ham for like the past few days. It's great.
Wow. I had an interesting Easter.
Oh. Good or
We
bad?
went to my we went to my grandmother's house on my dad's side. A place I already didn't really want to go. I'm kind of rocky with that family, and we showed up and there were 2 extra cars in the driveway. And I was like, what the fuck does this mean?
Wah, wah.
And then my dad opened the door holding a toddler, and I was like, no.
This is your brother.
No, my dad's girlfriend's family was there. I've never met them before, and they had 2 what looked like 7 or 8-year-old kids.
Ooh.
And children make me anxious. Especially children I do not know
Of course.
and was not warned about beforehand. So it was not a very fun dinner, being perfectly candid.
I remember you texting me that like children make you so goddamn anxious.
Yes.
And then just me
texted you,
responding.
I hate children, Abby.
And then just me responding, well, same. I didn't know how to respond.
Oh, you gotta love family dinners, man.
I didn't have a family dinner. My family's all the way back out east where Aubrey is.
Yeah, you live in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. I cooked myself I fried myself a few slices of ham and had some eggs, and I bought some
That's
extra.
kind of awesome.
I bought some like the day after Easter the Tuesday after Easter Monday. I went into Walmart and just like bought like 3 bags of like miniature cheap like Cadbury eggs because they were cheaper.
That's
So-
kind of awesome.
So I did that, and I'm gonna go back today for some more to see if there's any more extra Easter candy nobody wants.
You gotta go and get shit, my brain. You gotta go to stores a day after Easter to get the good shit for cheap.
Yeah, but sometimes they stay
Same with
there
Valentine's Day.
longer. Sometimes they stay there longer, but doesn't matter.
Well, it's just prices go down because nobody's buying chocolate immediately after Easter.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm that fat ass that will walk into a store and look at like the like half off like Easter candy and just lick my lips. Like I'm ready. I will happily walk out with like 10 chocolate bunnies and just look at the cashier like yeah.
Oh my god. Do you like those? Does anyone here like those chocolates that have like the rice in them, so it has that crunch? Like the cooked rice.
No.
I love those.
I can't stand them.
Well,
okay, are you talking about
what's the brand?
Are you talking about like the blue
Like
and
Crunch.
white brand?
No, like a crunch bar.
Crunch bar.
Crunch bar.
The crunch
it's like
bars,
a
I
crunch
can't
bar.
stand them. I cannot
I
stand
don't know
them.
if I've
Really?
ever had one.
I love that
it's
kind
a
of
texture
chocolate.
issue for me.
That makes sense.
I love Coffee Crisp is my guilty pleasure.
I used to like that.
I like chocolate covered coffee beans. Those are real
What?
good. Chocolate covered
Really?
coffee beans. Those are
That's a
real
thing?
good.
Interesting.
Wow, okay. Y'all ever tried
I
chocolate covered
like-
chocolate? Or chocolate? No.
That's all chocolate. I have some news for you.
I said no, not chocolate covered chocolate. Chocolate covered popcorn.
Yes.
Like dipped in buttery popcorn.
I
Not
don't know
kettle
if I ever
corn.
have.
Like movie theater butter drenched popcorn that is
I
dipped
don't
in
know,
chocolate.
but I feel like I'm having heart palpitations.
That shit is so good, but it will give you heart palpitations.
I recently learned to make like special needs funnel cake is what I call it.
Special needs.
What is special needs funnel cake?
It's because I have none of the equipment needed to make funnel cake, so I decided to fill a frying pan with like veggie oil, and made some pancake mix, and then just poured it in there in like a tube shape, I guess. I don't know. And it worked really well, way better than I thought it would ever work.
That's good.
That sounds awesome.
It's probably extraordinarily unhealthy, but it's pretty good. It kind of turns into a cake.
I mean, it is funnel cake.
I have a meal that I make whenever I'm like doing really bad mentally, and my brother's partner called it autism dinner.
Oh my god!
And what it is I put rice in the steamer, but I instead of water I use chicken broth, and then I cook hamburger with taco seasoning on the stove, and I mix that in a big bowl with shredded feta cheese and plum sauce, and it's really fucking good.
So it sounds like you're just making like a
really good rice dish.
Yeah, I was about to say or
really
that,
good.
or like some like hamburger helper kind of thing.
How come we haven't made this together? How come
because I only started making it. You haven't been here since I've started making it. I've only made it like 3 or 4 times.
We should make it when I'm there.
We should. When we're watching Flubber.
Yes, we'll do that and watch Flubber. See that on our immediately next podcast. Where we live stream us eating the rice dish and watching Flubber.
My last segment is more than a little long, so I'll let whoever has something before me go now. Does nobody have anything else prepared? Fuck.
I'm like, I can think of something.
My mind is scrambling for possibilities.
I told you both 2 weeks in advance.
I was expecting you to have like another like one of those like game things, or it's
I do have a game thing.
Okay,
but
no. I have something. Oh. I swear to God, this is crazy.
I swear to God, please,
hold your horses.
Believe me, I promise.
Where's the giant, Mansley? No.
Where's the segment, Abby?
I don't want to die. I want to live. No, I read about this yesterday, and this is fucking insane. I don't know if you know about this, but Nintendo announced that they're gonna be releasing like life-size Pokemon plushies.
I was just looking at that,
and I am so concerned because who are the people who want life-sized plushies? Like people like that concerns me so much. I'm slowly raising my hand.
Oh my God, they've made a life-sized Lapras, which I want really bad. They made a life-size Snorlax, which is really cool.
I would take a life-size Snorlax.
They did Furret,
Snorlax.
And they did Gardevoir as well. They made a life-size Gardevoir.
No. I saw someone post a picture of like, here's my life-sized Gardevoir, and it's like it's sitting at like the table in a chair and like looking like it's about to eat. But you can see in the background. You can see in the background of that picture that someone has like full outfit Kevlar body armor. And that makes me, like, it made me so, like, just hanging on the wall, like, for anyone to see. And I'm like, this is in the kitchen. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is he going to do to that Gardevoir? What's going to happen?
He goes to an airsoft match and he attaches it to his backpack via, like,
he tapes it to his front like a body shield. And he has a hole in the back. He has a hole in the back.
Shield with the fucking Gardevoir strung up like it's Christ.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like the
Gardevoir
reason,
died for our sins.
The reason people are talking about it so much right now is because they just announced they're making life-sized versions of all of the Eevee line.
I just sent that.
People like the Eevee line, so people are like happy for that. But also everyone's like, did you know that in terms of male human and female Pokemon breeding, shut the fuck up.
I mean,
the joke stopped being funny like 2 years ago.
Plushies.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Like the ideas of, like, who the fuck is, like, the people that you were just describing, Aubrey, of, like, male and female Pokemon breeding statistics, and they're gonna buy an Eevee evolution life-size plushie. That makes me so concerned, because guess what? I really like Vaporeon, and I don't want to see her go through that. And
it happens to all of my favorite Pokemon.
It's so disturbing, but also on the line of me saying that Gardevoir died for our sins, there is a driver.
Can we buy the Gardevoir plush and crucify it?
If you have 450 USD, I will buy it right now.
No, it comes with a cross that you can nail her on.
Oh no!
A miniature
You're gonna do
cross.
what to her?
I'm gonna make her.
Don't
worry,
nail her?
I'm gonna bring her back in 3 days.
Oh my god.
No, there is a specific driver in my town. They drive like a red, like, I guess like Hummer, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's like a red beat up off-roading car, like off-roading truck. And at the front, they have like a guardrail at the front, because sometimes like Jeeps, they have like those silver guardrails that are around the front.
Yeah.
Of like the car. And between the actual block for the engine of the, like, the actual body of the front of the car and the guardrail, they have an Elmo wedged in between that, and it's like its arms are spread out like it's on a cross. Like it's just like it's spread out, like it's just an Elmo is wedged in the front of this car for everyone to see, and it looks like it's been crucified, but there's no cross. And I've seen how fast, like, when this car speeds up and you look at the car from the side, you just see the Elmo plushie just flop back like it's like it's dying, and it's so fucking funny.
I've seen
so funny.
I've seen people do that by, like, if they have, like, a weird trunk setup, like, they can, like, smash the Elmo's legs in between, like, the trunk and the car. So you'll just see, like, these, like flailing Elmos, like, on the highway, just, like, screaming out in pain.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But it's so
really
funny.
Sick. I love it.
And I thought to myself when I first saw that, and I was like, Elmo was crucified and he died for our sins, and this is what you do with his body.
I'm not eating Elmo. I'm gonna be honest here.
At church, when you take the bread and eat it.
Yeah, like I'm not.
For
it
is Elmo's blood.
Man.
For it is Elmo's blood.
That's insane.
For it is Elmo's body we must eat.
I need to ask this because I'm wondering why this is. What is this injustice for my homie Flareon? Why is Jolteon and Vaporeon bigger than Flareon? I'm on the Pokemart website right now, and I just want to know, like, why is my homie Flareon getting bullied? All right.
Which one is Flareon? Flareon's the fire one.
The fire
right?
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, did you see when they brought back, like, the original Eevee plush line they brought it back, like, I think winter of last year. They brought them back to the shop for just a little bit, and they brought back all of them except Flareon because they forgot.
No.
Yes. They
My
fucking
boy.
forgot.
No.
They forgot to put Flareon.
That's actually
Did they at least have
insane.
Umbreon?
Yes. They had all of them except Flareon.
I was prepared to defend Nintendo for a second. Like, maybe Flareon is just canonically smaller than the rest of the Eevee evolutions. But I guess not.
The Sylveon and Vaporeon plushes sold out within an hour.
When did this happen? Just now?
Sometime last year.
Oh.
Oh
my God.
I'm upset because the Gardevoir plushies are out of stock, and they're also $450 fucking dollars.
Are they actually $450?
They are $499.99.
God,
Can't even blame tariffs for that. That was announced last year.
fuck. I mean, it's the same thing of, like, if you want the new, like, joysticks for the Switch 2, it's like $90 now instead of like 75 or like 60 or whatever.
Well, that's just inflation. If you
No,
compare
that's just
the
No,
price,
it's not.
No, that's
If you
just
compare-
John H. Nintendo being a fucking bastard, being a fucking
Nintendo's
capitalist
literally
bastard.
come out and said, like, in order to avoid the tariffs, they're going to be delivering a lot of the Switches from Vietnam. Or at least they're going to be importing it as much as they can before the tariffs hit Vietnam. And so, literally all these price hikes are just because Nintendo thinks they can get away with it.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, probably.
John Nintendo, I'm watching you.
These are the same people who are selling like the manual for their Switch, like their Switch 2, for like $10.
Yep,
Really?
I saw
That shit should be free.
that. The game, it's really
weird. They made
weird.
a game to show off like what the Switch 2 can do.
Yeah.
And it's like $10, and it's basically like a tutorial to how to use your Switch 2.
It's just like a tech demo. And
it's just a tech demo.
For it.
But they're charging like $10 for a tech demo of your console. That's like, why? We learned this of Astrobot.
It's so weird.
I don't know, guys. This is...
Did you guys not learn your lesson when you released like Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort for free for the Wii?
I don't know. That was free?
The Wii Sports was free because it came bundled with your Wii. But Wii Sports Resort, I think, came out later and it wasn't free. But it was also bundled with newer Wiis, so it was technically free, technically not.
Work. Yeah. I love that. I mean, I was only 10 when I got a Wii for Christmas, so obviously I don't quite remember. I got it as a gift, so I wasn't in the store when it was purchased.
When they released the white Wii, they bundled Wii Sports with it for free. And then when they re-released the black Wii later that had bigger storage, they bundled it with Wii Sports Resort.
That's what I got. Wii. That's what I got for Christmas. It was a black Wii with Wii Sports Resort.
Yep.
Wii Sports Resort was so fun.
That was so fun. I wish I could play it again. I love the airplane games. I love
the airplane game was the best one. I loved the airplane game.
At the risk of being bullied and harassed on my own podcast. Yesterday, I went into GameStop and I put down money for a Switch 2 pre-order. Hey, Mario, I want to fucking play Mario Kart, okay? I don't care.
I mean, is it because they gave Wario his ass back?
I want to play Mario Kart.
You want Wario's ass on your screen.
$90 for a game with an additional $450 for a console.
No. The game is cheaper in the bundle, and also it's being
by
split
$10.
4 ways. It's being
the bundle
split
makes
4
it
ways.
$10 cheaper.
It's being split 4 ways between everyone in my family.
Well, okay, that's different. Like, if 4 different people are paying for it, it's like, okay.
Yeah, but then the same thing's gonna happen that happened to the 3DS. It's not gonna sell as well as they anticipated, and they're gonna lower the price. And then I'm going to buy a personal one after like Christmas money coming
out for the new 3DS.
No, that's what happened with the original 3DS. They released it for like $4.99, and nobody bought it, so they lowered the price to $3.99 a couple months later.
I remember my 3DS getting stolen at school and then going home crying to my mom, and she hits me. She's like, "Kid, do you realize how much that fucking cost?"
Oh my god.
It's like, yeah.
I have, Nick, because you told me last time how big a fan you were of my game that I made you play. I've made another game. We were guessing real or fake TV shows.
Oh no!
I've stolen yet another segment, not from Sad Boys, this time from jacksfilms.
I don't know who either of those people are.
Abby.
Yes.
Nick.
Yeah.
How much do you know about Kidz Bop?
Not much.
Not a single thing. I know it was like a thing back when I was like 8 or 9, and that was it. I remember the commercials, and that was it.
What Kidz Bop does is they cover popular songs, but for kids, right?
Okay.
The problem with that is a lot of popular songs say really dirty words like heck,
yes,
and shoot, and darn, and they even talk about like sex, and that's
my God.
That's not okay for kids. So they change the lyrics when they make the kids cover the songs. So what I have done is I have gathered 9 Kidz Bop songs with lyrics that they have changed, and I have made the Kidz Bop quiz.
Are we supposed to guess what lyrics they changed?
Yes.
So basically,
Oh my God.
songs.
if you existed,
You put
not
your
as a
age in there.
fetus-
You put your age?
Okay.
Dude,
I'll
they're
put-
gonna find you.
I'll put the images up on pod. It'll take a long time to edit this one. I'm gonna be real.
Oh
won't
my
be up till
God.
Friday. So we're gonna go through. We're gonna talk about popular songs throughout the ages, and we're going to guess how Kidz Bop, Kidz Bopified the lyrics.
So I need to ask this because
What?
I feel like I feel like you're gonna try to make us sound old by
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna say here, if it's a song I know, you're gonna hear me, like, singing it in my, like, quietly to myself, trying to remember the lyrics. Like,
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Like,
An honorable mention that I'll tell you about, just so I can get, like, a vibe for how they change things and why, is they did a cover of Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond.
well,
And the pre-chorus, he says the line, warm, touchin' warm, what is the line?
Touching me, touching
don't
you.
even-
Touching me, touching you. They changed it to hands, holding hands, knowing me, knowing you. So you're not allowed to
What?
touch, you're not allowed to be warm, and you're not allowed to...
Touch others.
So that's how they changed it.
That's
They censored Sweet Caroline just to show what we're getting into.
Oh.
The first song in the Kidz Bop quiz, Glad You Came by The Wanted.
Oh.
The original line, the filthy line that they edited was, turn the lights down now. Now take me by the hand you another drink it if you can. Now that's
Okay.
fucking vile. I don't care who you are. That's
Yeah,
filth.
it's promoting.
Not
like
on my
horrible
Christian
line.
Minecraft server.
It's promoting alcoholism. It's vile. It's filth. How did they change it? Was it A, give you another thought, think it if you can.
No.
No, that's
B,
just the next
hand
line.
you another
No.
dance, dance it if you can.
No.
C, hand you another rhythm, rhyme it if you can. Or D, hand you a Kidz Bop, now you can be a fan.
Oh.
Here's the issue. I want to say D is like the obvious incorrect answer you see on like tests, but the issue is that they censored fucking Sweet Caroline, so they aren't like they have to specifically mention that they're just like holding hands or something.
They replaced warm with hands for some reason.
Thing is, I have a choice in my mind already of what it's gonna be, and I think it's B, dance it if you can. But I think it's gonna be wrong, and I feel like it's gonna be A, give you another thought, think it if you can, because it rhymes the most with the original lyrics. But it's so stupid. It makes no sense.
None of these make sense. None of them make sense.
I could see it being B or C, more leaning towards B.
Yeah. So, is that what you're locking in? B?
Yeah, B.
Yeah, I'm gonna say B.
You're both B? You're both right, it's B.
Yeah!
Okay.
Hand you another dance it if you can. If you can tell me what the fuck this is supposed to mean, I will give you $1 million.
I guess.
How can you hand someone a dance?
I think it means like when you get on the dance floor and like another song comes on and they're like, oh, can we like dance to just one more song?
I guess.
Or another dance session with somebody? I'm not sure.
Some of these songs are bangers, by the way.
I think
like it's just because I was submerged in like 2015 music. I didn't realize some of the songs are actually pretty good. Like
this
Glad
song
You Came
was on the
kind of a
radio
banger.
so much during middle school.
When did this song come out?
I don't know. It was on my middle school dance though, so it had to be like 2012 to 14.
I remember this coming out when I was like 11. Hold on. Let me grab my phone so you don't hear the tippy tap in my keyboard.
Oh god. Yeah.
I'm curious.
I love how none of us are truly willing to like research stuff like this.
No. Never.
Not until like the final moment where we all just ask the question.
You're both tied with 1 point. 2011.
Damn, I would have said 2013.
That is a very 2011 album cover, I want to say.
Yeah.
The next song.
I need to ask before you start. Are we going to see at least one Nickelback song?
No.
Oh my god.
I don't know if they. I don't know if Kidz Bop ever did a Nickelback.
What if they covered Photograph and just said, look at this cat?
I thought they did, but they did a different song called Photograph.
No,
was...
I'm imagining like you think Photograph was even worse. No, imagine Rockstar.
Oh,
where
Rockstar.
half the song is
Oh
literally
my
him
God.
wanting to be with like a Playboy bunny and do drugs.
Yeah.
Oh my
Just
God.
not censored. The next song, California Girls by Katy Perry.
Oh my God.
The original filthy line is the boys break their necks, trying to creep a little sneak peek at us. Which is obviously vile and horrible, right?
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. I don't even think we need to explain why. Just so everybody can understand, Nick, do you think you could explain why this line is so bad? Just so everybody can know that we're on the same page.
You know, when someone breaks their neck, that typically leads to the deletion of one's existence.
They're killing themselves trying to look at girls.
Yeah, you know, it's even more because you're now objectifying women.
So, how did they replace this filth? Was it A, the boys break their necks trying to act a little crazy?
No way.
No way.
The boys scratch their heads trying to get a little peek at us. The boys break their necks playing frisbee on the beach with us.
That is totally C.
The first
D,
half has to go. That's the issue.
The boys break their necks trying to listen to some Kidz Bop.
Why are they dying trying to listen to Kidz Bop? That's my question.
There's no way they're keeping in the breaking their necks part. I have to say B. And also, it doesn't help that like I have to listen to this song constantly because in Final Fantasy, there's a mod for a dance that my friend has, and it's a cover for the song called Lanoscan Girls, and I hate it with a passion, but God, is it so funny.
We're unforgettable.
I would have thought that this song would have been in like Devil May Cry 5. Like
so you think that it's B. Abby, do you want to discuss any more? Because I feel like there's some
breaking their
interesting
necks is kind of
possibilities.
violent, so it could be B. But I also think that like they don't
also
want
have
to
to
talk
metagame
about
it, right?
ogling
How
at
would
girls.
How would I write the quiz?
I feel like all the Kidz Bop answers are you. I feel like that's the obvious wrong answer.
Or is that just part of my game?
I want to say C. I want to
okay.
say C because they don't want to talk
You wanna
about
say
ogling
C?
at girls.
Yeah, but the issue is the one thing they would change, in my opinion, is the fact that they're breaking their necks.
Yeah.
So.
And boys scratch their heads trying to play frisbee on the beach.
So I need to. I have a question, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. But like, what was the like the age group for this? Like, who was this marketed for?
You know what? I'm not sure what their fucking marketing strategy is. I really
Just
don't
kids.
understand Kidz Bop at all.
Well, I'm just asking,
feel
like,
like-
are we talking about, like, young adult, like, kids, like, so, like, 12, 13, 14, or are we talking about,
I
like,
think it's
10?
like ages like 8
9?
to 12. I think is their demo.
8 to 12.
I think their real demographic is Christian moms. But
Yes.
Yeah?
Well, because thing is, the only thing I truly remember about Kidz Bop is that there was a TV commercial from when I was young, and it was at McDonald's you could get a Happy Meal, and it would give you like a Kidz Bop CD.
I had
And
one.
in the
I had one.
commercial-
It's gone.
There's a mom who's like singing the lyrics to All Star.
Yeah. Yeah,
And,
that
like,
was the
that's
first
all I
ever
remember.
Kidz Bop album had All Star on it.
Kidz
I
Bop
remember
13.
my sister taking
Kidz
me
Bop
to,
1.
I remember my sister
Had
taking me
All-Star.
to Mickey D's to get that CD.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Anyway, so what are you locking in?
I'm looking in C.
I'm picking
C and B? You're both wrong. It's A. They still
Huh?
break their necks.
What?
The boys break their necks trying to act a little crazy.
No. That's somehow worse.
So
It doesn't even mean anything.
So the part that they identified as the problem was the second half, not the breaking their necks. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
But also, trying to act a little crazy is also ambiguous as well.
Well, I'll tell you why.
Like,
It's because the
acting
previous
crazy
line,
like chasing girls or
Yeah.
jumping off cliffs.
But very
the
clearly,
previous line.
like, so what is the degree of ambiguous that they're allowing if we can't even, like, do Sweet Caroline where you're implying that you're touching someone?
Yeah.
Not even, like, inappropriately, just touching them.
It's weird. So the previous line of the song is catching shade under a palm tree, parentheses undone, referring to the backs of their tops. So they had to remove that. Because undone and at us are the rhyme in the song. So they had to change peak to rhyme with tree. So they changed it with crazy. So palm tree crazy.
Oh.
And it's fucking stupid as hell.
That's dumb.
Yeah, it's awesome.
How come they
what's the
don't
next
use
song?
any of the lyrics of like
Oh, shut up and dance
trying to
by
act
Walk the
crazy
Moon.
by getting into Kidz Bop?
Trying to act crazy by getting into Kidz Bop. I should have put parentheses getting into Kidz Bop.
Shut up
and dance with me.
I love that
Okay,
song.
yeah. Shut Up
I
and
hate
Dance
this
by Walk
song.
the Moon. The original line, this filth, this vulgar filth, is this woman's my destiny. And that had to be changed.
What?
That had to be changed.
Like, that's it?
That's
Yes,
it,
that's
I
it.
guess.
That's it. That's the vile
Destiny
filth, right?
is actually
this, like,
inferred to be actually an act of... Destiny is actually a sex act. That's
Kidz
why
Bop
they changed it.
is famous for hating the 2014 Bungie game Destiny.
Yeah.
I
Or
mean, that's-
Destiny's
No, I will
Child.
say,
Because
Kidz
Destiny...
Bop does... They edit out references to religion and things like ghosts. They'll, like, edit out anything supernatural.
Why?
I don't know.
I guess
Because you think a Christian parent wants to hear their kid talking about ghosts?
Unless it's the ghost of Christ.
This girl, she spilled her juice on me.
God. Ew, that could be inferred as well.
This woman's really nice to me. This woman wants to dance with me. This girl, she is my destiny.
I want to say C.
I want to say C. Is there any reason behind that?
Because that sounds like, in my mind, like, this woman wants to dance with me. Like, this...
Yeah.
That sounds, like,
Yeah.
more apt in terms of, like, what they would say for Kidz Bop. This is me, though. I'm not really a fan of this song. Every time I hear it, I don't like it. I don't know why. It's the
That's
same
fair.
thing. It's the exact same thing with Cake by the Ocean. I hate it.
Hmm.
It's overused. I'm done with
Abby,
it.
you have to ask the question, what if she did spill her juice on him?
Then
But,
he
okay,
has
if-
he has the legal right to hit her.
Well, okay, it depends. Is this a difference of, like, marking territory and, like, stating someone's shirt? Like, what
What
is
the
issue?
fuck are you talking about? Do you think it's Kidz Bop? It's not Dog Bop. What the fuck are you talking about?
I feel like they have to change the lyrics to some degree, because if they just do like the straight up like whole song cover, no matter like what, if it's explicit or not, they will probably get copyrighted and sued by the people or
No,
like the
covers are
record label.
allowed.
Yeah, I
Covers
was
are
about to say,
allowed.
like, they have to have gotten permission before even doing this.
At this point, they're also like Weird Al doesn't need permission to do parodies and covers of songs.
You think Weird Al hasn't been sued?
He hasn't,
He hasn't
hasn't.
really.
but he also does ask permission.
He does ask
So
for
it's he's a bad example. So which one? You know,
C.
they're all good options.
I honestly think C is the best one,
I think C.
but, like, I can also see B, and I hate that answer.
woman's
If it's
really nice
A,
to me.
I'm gonna. If it's A, I'm actually.
If
gonna
it's
start
A,
laughing.
I'm gonna have a problem.
If
I'm
it's
surprised
A,
they didn't censor "Shut Up." Honestly, like they kept "Shut Up" and "Dance
I
with Me."
I feel like you
but-
can't really remove the title of the song.
You
If the
can't
song
change
says
the
"Shut
track.
up and dance," you can't.
What if
you
they
can't
did?
Change it.
they would be like, "Get up and
sure.
dance with me."
So you're locking in C.
Yeah.
Both of you? It's D. They changed
What?
the woman to this. They changed this woman's to this girl. She.
So
What?
So I guess they were trying to just make it more for a younger audience. So instead of
I
woman,
don't
which
know.
is typically an adult,
This little girl is my destiny because I'm 12.
I feel like the first line would be fine. Here's where I stand on changing song lyrics, right? If it's like a slur, and if you're like a white man singing like a Kanye song, then maybe don't say the N-word bit.
They
But
said,
if you
"Can we sing Gold Digger word for word, Kanye?"
if you are a straight man and It's Rainin' Men comes on, you are gay for the duration of that song, and that's just how it is.
Because
You don't
guess
change
what?
the
That's
words.
a good song.
You keep it.
I was
That
an
is not on this
absolute
list,
pro
unfortunately.
for that song on Just Dance.
Yes.
Yes, so you are going, you each have 1 point out of 3 possible points so far.
Okay.
We're at
Also,
the point where I
Waka
don't
Waka.
remember what the songs are now. True. Oh, Scream and Shout by will.i.am and Britney Spears.
Oh my
The
god.
line they changed was, "You are now rocking with will.i.am and Britney, bitch."
I knew it. I knew
They
that's
had
what
to
they
change.
changed.
They had to change that. They can't say bitch, so they changed it to Kidz Bop and the Kidz Bop Kids.
Obvious and correct
No.
answer.
Kidz Bop, yo,
Oh,
this
shit.
beat is sick.
No.
will.i.am and Kidz Bop, sick.
No.
All the latest songs and hits.
D.
God.
Or no change.
No change.
The only one that sounds like it fits in the song is D, because I doubt that they would continue like saying like Will I Am. I doubt they would if they're willing to change woman to this girl.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're willing to keep in like artists' names.
I'm gonna say E. No.
No change.
Oh, no.
The
no,
kids
I
say
actually-
will.i.am and Britney, bitch.
Yeah. Stealing identities on Kidz Bop.
And saying bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think A
Saying
fits.
warm was not okay, but bitch is fine.
Bitch is a female dog. They're educating the children.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take D.
I have to
going
go with
D?
A.
You're going A.
Yeah, I'm going A.
No, can I ask what's
Just
motivated
rhythmically, it sounds fine. Like
Kidz
Kidz
Bop
Bop
and
and the
the
Kidz
Kidz
Bop
Bop
kids. Kind of
And,
sounds
Nick, you're going
similar to
So
all the
okay,
Will I
latest
Am
songs
and
and
Britney
hits.
Bitch.
this might change my answer. I have to. So these answers that you give are under the assumption that that is what's replacing the entire line that you've given us.
No,
Yes.
it starts with they kept "You Are Now Rockin' With."
Okay. So the part is Will I Am and Britney bitch. Okay, so then
Yes.
D. I'm picking D.
You're picking D.
Yeah.
It's A. Kidz Bop
Yes!
and the Kidz Bop Kids.
Hell yeah.
Abby gets a point.
Yay!
You are now rocking with Kidz Bop and the Kidz Bop Kids.
I knew it.
I hate that.
Those Kidz Bop, those kids who are included in the music videos and who sing these songs, they
Yeah.
are all fucked now. They are all
One
so
thing you-
fucked. They're all so fucked.
That is like a kiss of death on a resume.
Yeah.
So the one thing you gotta learn about these motherfuckers is that they love to reference Kidz Bop in the songs.
I had a feeling that's what they were gonna do.
It's awesome. What's next? Oh, Thrift Shop by Macklemore.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's 2013 all over
they
again.
had
R.
to
Kelly's
change-
piss is one of the lines.
They had to change
No,
nearly
Kelly sheets.
every single line in this fucking song to the point where it's practically a different song.
Then why did
The
they
one
cover
line-
it?
I don't know, because it was the #1 single for like the year.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The line that I've chosen is walk up to the club like, "What up? I got a big cock." So is it A, walk up to the club, I'm jamming out to Kidz Bop.
Oh my god.
Walk up to the club like, "What up? I got a hit song." Walk up to the school like, "What up? I got some nice Crocs."
Oh my god, if it's C.
I think it's C. I remember hearing this song, and I'm playing through it. I'm pretty sure it's C.
After book club like, "Hey, check out my pet rock."
What does
I'm
book club have to
I'm
do
almost
with
certain
it?
it's C.
Or E, no change.
I want to say B. I want to say B.
Let's say
So-
B.
Part of the reason why I think it's not A is because there's a double space between the two and kids, and I feel like you're too lazy to like not type it out to type it out, so you do copy and pasting. So the fact that there's a double space eliminates A.
There's a double space? Oh shit, there is.
There is a double space, so I'm pretty sure it's not A, but I'm almost certain it's C. I think I remember hearing this song in the Kidz Bop version. I'm
It's
almost
either
certain
B
it's
or C. It's either
So
B or
it's not
C.
A or D.
It's
It-
not A
it-
because of the double space, and I doubt it's D. And
Are you
E
sure
is-
they didn't change it?
If saying I
got a
have a big
big rooster.
cock is acceptable in a kid's song or a
Hey.
kid's version of a song, I I
was
guess
in
we were
middle
wilding
school.
it out back in 2010.
I was in middle school, and they played this at our school dance one time before the principal angrily stormed in and killed the music and yelled at us. And I've heard a lot of 10 and 12-year-olds scream, "What up? I got a big cock." So
But Crocs are
That's
also really popular
awesome.
back then as well.
true.
I
So
had
you've
some
locked
Crocs.
in.
What are you talking
locked
about?
in
Crocs
C.
are eternal.
So Abby's
Crocs
going
are
B and
eternal.
Nick is going C. Is that where
Yeah.
we are?
Yeah, B.
Abby wins.
Yay!
Abby's got 3 points.
If
Nick
it
has
was
1.
if it was D of like, what up? I got a pet rock. That would have been so. Like
I
they're
was
just.
so proud when I came up with the Crocs line. I was like, yes. That was D was courtesy. D was courtesy of my mom. She was really insistent that we put that in, even though I was like, no one's gonna even think that's real for a second.
Thank you, Nikki.
Oh my god, The Lazy Song by Bruno Mars.
Oh my god. Yeah, this was
The original
yeah.
line. Turn on the TV, throw my hand in my pants, 'cause in my castle, I'm the freaking man.
Yeah, we have to remove the masturbation part.
They did change. I'm giving you the first half. They changed it to turn on the TV, throw my hands in the air. So what do you think they replaced the second half of this verse with? Was it A, 'cause in my house, I'm the freaking man.
Why would they change castle?
B,
What?
'cause in my castle, I'm the only man. C, 'cause in my mom's house, I'm her special man.
Oh my god.
D, 'cause I'm on Kidz Bop, and we just don't care.
It has to be D.
Or E, no change.
This is actually
C.
possible that it could be no change. It's very possible for this song that there is no change.
Or maybe I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, this is tough. It's either D or E.
Would they accept
either D or E.
freaking in a song?
Would they have said fucking in a song?
No, well, he doesn't even say fucking in the song either. Right?
Yeah. No, he doesn't.
I'm just wondering if
And
they.
can I
they
also
would be
say,
like,
Bruno
Although-
Mars, this album art is fucking vile.
Hold on.
they-
Hold on. Guys, wait. There's also a line in this song where it's like, have a really nice girl, has some really nice sex. Like, what
Yeah,
did they
but they
change
cut
that
out the
line
sex
to?
part.
That's one of the ones jacksfilms used. Meet a really nice girl, have some really nice sex. They changed to meet a really cute girl, send a really nice text.
Oh my god.
So just on the caliber that we are here. So Nick, I'll talk to you first. What are you
C-lister.
thinking, man? What are you thinking?
I don't know. Because I think
You
it's
don't-
D.
You think it's D?
I think it's D, but I could see, like, C being a.
Oh my god.
I'm sitting here, my hands tented like a supervillain.
God. I want to say no change.
No change.
I actually want to say no change.
Nick, what are you thinking?
I don't know. Like, I don't think the only reason why I don't think it's E is because, like, I doubt they would keep freaking. Because
They're getting hard now.
Hey,
Just pick one.
I don't know. I'll go D.
Please.
I'll go D.
Go D. D and D, you're both wrong. They censored freaking.
Why
Okay.
is
'Cause in my
freaking a
castle,
bad
I'm the only
word?
man. I don't
What?
know.
Because it's probably too close to fucking, and they just I don't
This
know.
altered lyric also seems to imply his father is either absent or dead.
Oh,
Because
hey
this is a
kids, if
child
your dad
singing
is
this.
dead or absent, you're good to go.
It's such a weird change. I don't know whether because freaking is already what Kidz Bop would change fucking to. They did in Thrift Shop. They changed "This is fucking awesome" to "This is freaking awesome."
What? So then, why do they feel the need to remove it in this case?
I don't know.
What 4Kids level of censorship are we dealing with here?
I don't know.
This is communist China.
Starship by
Aw.
Minky Minaj.
I hate this song so
Minaj.
much as a kid.
The line is, have a drink, clink, and have a Bud Light. Bad bitches like me is hard to come by.
That entire line's not surviving the fucking QA department.
Did they change it to have a drink, clink, and have a fun time? Bad girls like me is hard to come by.
No.
Nope.
Have a think, clink, and have a good night. Good people like me is hard to come by. Sorry,
No.
have a thing, clink.
No.
Have a play, date, and have a fun time. Good friends like me is hard to come by.
Oh,
D,
maybe.
have a drink, clink, and have a juice box. Good juice like this is hard to come by. Or E, no change.
I want to say C. I want to say C.
Say C.
I want to
Have a
say
play
C.
date and have a fun time.
Yeah.
Like it's a play. You're going over to hang over. Like you're going over to hang out with someone. Like
Man, you think a
as play date.
12-year-old would want to have a play date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're 12 and your parents still call it a play date.
I remember going over to my friend's house and we stayed up all night playing like Halo 3 because he just got it when it released.
That's awesome. So there's no discussion here. You've both just immediately locked in C.
Yeah.
If it's D, I'm gonna be upset.
So you think all the other lines are so stupid?
The issue is that they're talking about alcohol consumption.
They're still
So-
talking about it.
Like, unless they're either identifying, like, with D, like, that's a juice box instead of a Bud Light, I don't think that at all is surviving. So I think C is the only correct answer.
I'm going to throw... Nick, you only have 1 point. I'm going to throw you a bit of a bone here. I would advise that you change your answer.
Both of us?
That's all I'm going to say. I would advise that you change your answer.
The only other answer I could think could work is D. But...
Okay, you know what? I'm going to change my answer too. I want to change it to B. I'm going to change mine to B.
You're going to change it to B?
I'm going to change it to B.
Have a thing, clink, and have a good night?
Yeah.
You think they kept clink?
Maybe.
Actually, now I
This
think
one's
about
fucked.
like, what's the point of clink if you're saying it's a juice box? Because juice box don't clink. So...
Juice boxes don't clink, yeah.
Yeah.
This one's fucked up. This change is fucked up.
They should never have done this. Why would Kidz Bop ever think it was an okay thing to cover anything related to Nicki Minaj? She spews sex and I mean, not that that's a bad thing.
This was a #1 song, man.
That's not a bad thing. It's just her stuff is not for kids.
Starship is like very explicit.
Yeah.
I don't know why they thought they would do it.
Most of her
Starship
songs
is one of
are.
the cleanest ones that she has. I can't think of a single. Like, oh god.
So you're going with. So I've removed C. It's not C. I promise you, I'm not lying when I tell you that it's not C.
It's not C.
It is not C.
It is not the letter C.
The best answer, and it's not that answer. That's.
I'm flattered that you think that's the best answer because it took me a lot to come up with.
Damn it.
Well, because like obviously you can't talk about drinking alcohol, so like, and you can't say bad bitches in a kid's song. So all of this has to change.
Yeah.
I still want to say B, especially now since you said C is fake.
Yeah.
I feel cheated.
I think maybe B is the best answer, but if it's D, I'm gonna be very sad.
You're both locking in B?
Yeah.
Both got a point. It's B.
Hell yeah.
Have a
That's
thing,
awesome.
clink, and have a good night. What the fuck does that mean, Kidz Bop?
Oh, I thought it said think.
No, it's have a thing.
What?
I double checked. It is have a thing.
No. Hold on.
I double checked.
I need to
the Kidz Bop
research
lyrics.
this. Give me
I
1
promise.
second.
It says have a thing, clink, and have a good night.
Chips. Kidz Bop.
Kidz Bop Genius page.
No. Everyone stop talking.
Yeah.
No. You are
objection?
absolutely wrong. You are wrong.
Am I?
It's have a think.
Oh, no.
Clink and have a good night. Good people like me, it's hard to come by.
Okay, so what the fuck does that still mean, though?
I don't know.
That doesn't mean anything. Is
We've
it the
all
last
been-
song? This might be less. No, it's the second to last coming up.
Aww.
Oh, I pressed back by accident. Story of my life, One Direction.
Okay, that one's fine to cover.
I have another one that isn't in the PowerPoint that we can do. Oh, no, we can't. I deleted it. Never mind. Forget me. I thought this would go too long. I thought we'd be bored of it by now. It was gonna have 12, but I cut it down to 9.
This is fun.
We
This
can
is
do
pretty
another
good.
one another day too.
Yeah,
This
that'd
is
be
really
awesome.
fun to set up.
Yeah.
Jacksfilms knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he does.
Story of my life, One Direction. She told me in the morning she doesn't feel the same about us in her bones. Obvious filth. Like vile, vile filth, right? Like you can't put this in a kid song. This is
Yeah, it's not ambiguous at
just-
all.
horrendous trash. Did they change it to A? She told me in the hallway she doesn't feel the same about us in her bones. B. She told me in the morning she lost her number on my phone. C. She told me in the morning she doesn't feel the same and I'm alone. D. She told me in the morning the test was hard and had to use her phone.
No.
Or E. No change.
I would have thought that there would have been an option of like, she told me in the morning that Kidz Bop sucks and I'm alone.
She told me in the morning that Kidz Bop fucking sucks. She broke up with me because she found out I was on Kidz Bop.
She broke up with me because she found out I'm a One Direction fan. Oh my god.
I want to say no change because I can't identify anything here that's wrong.
Valid. That's fair.
Like,
I could be tricking with you. I have yet to pop the no change. What if I never pop the no change at all?
It could be no change, but I also think it could be B.
Could be B.
It could be B, it could be E.
She told me in the morning she lost my
I
number on
don't
her
think
phone.
it's D because that encourages cheating on a test and this is for kids. So I don't think it's D.
They're not cheating.
Yeah.
There should be an F option where it's like, I told her in the morning I'm a brony and now I'm alone.
I told her she told me after we fucked that she didn't feel the same about. That's like the change they do.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! So what are you thinking, Abby? What do you think? Give Nick
Damn,
some
this is
time to
actually
look at
kind
the
of
menu.
hard.
This might be these last two have been the hardest ones.
It's either, oh my god. I kind of want to say B a little
Nick,
bit.
full disclosure, if you want to tie, she needs to get both of these wrong, and you need to get both of them right.
It's either B or E.
B or E.
It's damn. I'm
I can't figure out like what they would change. I don't understand what the issue here it would be.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like the only thing I can remotely think of is she told me in the morning implying that they slept together. That's the only thing that could be problematic.
As we all know, children don't experience mourning. They don't feel
They never.
things.
They're vampires.
They don't have bones. We all know this.
The only answer that would solve the problem that I've identified is A. And that one also makes sense because it's kids and they're talking to each other in the hallway.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't know how far they're willing to go. Also, I just hit my mic. I am so sorry.
Oh no.
Oh.
But also, if it's
Okay.
A, if it's
Can we
fucking
get
A,
Can we get a hint?
fucking A.
Can you get a hint?
Can we
if
get a
it's
hint?
actually
Which part
A-
of the lyrics was identified as the problem, if any?
The hint I will give you is that there was a change. It is
Oh my
not-
God.
If the only chance I can feel the change I can feel them making is with the first part, so I'm gonna go with A.
Get the A.
If it's
Abby, you want
fucking
to pick a different
A,
answer?
if it's fucking A,
What are you picking, Ab?
I'm sticking with B. There's
With
no
B?
way it's A.
Nick, you're still in this. It's A.
God.
Let's go!
She told me in the hallway she doesn't feel the same about us in her bones. Why the fuck would you change this, Kidz Bop?
Like that's the only thing I could think of, and A was the only option.
Yep.
You're gonna pee.
Because if it wasn't E, because there is a change, the only good option is A, because what is wrong with the bones part?
Yeah, I don't know. You doing okay, Abby? It's so fucking dumb.
Just the visualization of like just this guy, just this like 12-year-old kid walking in the hallway thinking everything is great, and then all of a sudden a random girl just comes up in front of him and just like, I don't feel the same about us. I don't feel the same
my
about
bones.
I
us.
don't like us anymore. I want to go home.
Okay, here's the final question.
Oh my god.
Old Town Road by Lil Nas X featuring Billy Ray Cyrus.
Oh, okay.
Quite a few problematic lines in this song.
I'm trying to go
They
through. I don't
changed a little
remember
bit.
this song.
I'm sorry.
The
I need
one-
to catch my breath.
The
Give
one-
me a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road. The line they changed.
Okay.
The line they changed. Riding on a tractor, lean all in my bladder, cheated on my baby, you can go and ask her.
What? That's the lyric? That's a lean in
Yep.
all in
Lean all in my bladder. That was sung by
that's a
Lil
li-
Nas X.
That sounds like some shit.
That
I'll tell
sounds
you how they
weird.
changed the first part.
That's weird. That's a weird
Riding
lyric.
on a tractor, riding on my bladder is what they changed
What?
it to. First
What?
of all, what the fuck does that mean, Kidz
What?
Bop?
He's
I
got a
know.
urinary tract infection.
Yep. Yeah. You know? I don't know. Riding on a tractor, riding on my bladder. They changed the second... How did they change the second half of this, right? Was it A,
Okay.
cheated on my math test,
Nope.
you can ask my teacher.
No.
B,
No way.
dancing with my baby, you can go and ask her.
Maybe.
C, riding on my tractor, riding on my tractor. D, peed all in my diapers, mama changed the math.
No
So
way.
it's not D,
Not D.
Or
Not.
E, no change.
not A.
I want to say B.
You gonna say B?
I'm gonna say B. If
You
it's
say B.
actually peed in all my diapers,
No, it's not
actually-
D. There's no way in hell it's
there's
D.
no
and
way.
They can't keep cheated on my baby, so it can't be E. And if it's
Nick, the
C,
question
I'm
is-
just going to go like chug some caffeine pills.
The question
God,
is, did I include the cheating on a test line in the last quiz just to make you think it wasn't possible on this one?
Well, here's the thing. Like, even if you did, it's I probably still wouldn't. I still wouldn't have picked it simply because if we're saying freaking is the problem, if we're saying that implying that you've slept next to someone is a problem, I don't think they're willing to keep in the fact change it to them cheating on a math test. I don't think they will.
No,
do
there's
that.
no way it's A. There's no way it's D. The fact
And no
the thi-
kid would
here's-
also say, cheated on my math test, you can ask my teacher. Who the fuck says that?
Why would you tell them to ask your teacher?
Yeah.
She'll tell you.
Because if you cheated, you want to get away with it. Also,
Why
I
is
feel
your
like this
teacher there?
is-
You're riding on a tractor.
peeing on my diapers. Like, these kids are 9. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Also, I feel like this is a fake out. I feel
This
like
was
this is
the
all
special-
a fake out.
This was the special toddler bop version where it's all 2-year-olds singing it.
If it was all 2-year-olds singing it, it would just be like incoherent babbling and crying.
Yeah. No, they're
Here's my
really
issue.
talented 2-year-olds.
There's no way they would keep, like, infidelity in the
no.
law.
But the thing is,
There's no way in hell.
But the thing is,
So-
this is the last one. This is the last one, right?
To what
Aubrey.
degree am I fucking with you, Abby? This is. The
I don't
last
think
one.
you're competent enough to figure out something good to, like, fuck with us.
If this is the this is the last one. I feel like this is a fake out. I feel like this is a fake out.
Is it?
Like, because if the last one was anything to go by, it just might be cheated on my math test. You can ask my teacher, or it could be no change.
How
Even though that
competent
doesn't
are
sound
these
right.
operators?
There's no way it's no change.
So what do y'all think?
There's no way it's D. There's no way it's C.
I'm willing to believe that C is the answer before I'm willing to believe E is the answer.
Look, I wrote the other answers, right?
Okay.
And then I couldn't think of a last one, and I thought peed all in my diapers. And I
Okay,
started
so that's
laughing
our
so
hint.
hard I
It's
kept
not
it.
D.
Yeah, so D is not. Yeah, it's not D. That's pretty obvious, though, I think.
I feel like for the sake of this last one, I can't answer. My world has been flipped
answer?
from the last one, from the last song. I can't give an answer.
Nick, if you get it right, you tie. Abby,
I
if
feel
you
like
get
it's
it right,
B, but if it's A, I'm gonna strangle you.
Welcome to my game. Welcome to my
God.
play place.
I
Listen,
don't think
Jigsaw.
they would keep that. I don't think they would imply cheating on a math test just as much as they would imply infidelity.
Which one is more likely for kids to sing about? Cheating on a math test or fucking
Kids
cheating
wouldn't
on...
be singing this at all. You'd get your shit. You'd be bullied to all sorts of hell.
I would like to say, also California Girls, they did censor the chorus. They replaced Daisy Duke's bikinis on top with Fine, Fresh, Fierce, We Got It on Lock, which you will know is the next line in the song. So they are no stranger to repeating lyrics for no reason.
So they just kept repeating fine, fresh, fierce?
Yeah. They just repeated it twice in a row for every chorus. They removed Daisy Duke's bikinis on top for California Girls.
Oh my... I can't answer this.
Fuck.
I can't answer this.
Now that you say that.
This is a fake out. I can't tell what's
Snake
what
in the
anymore.
grass.
I am not willing to say it's A. And I'm gonna strangle if it's A.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're willing to repeat lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
it's either B or C, man. Can I get half a point if I'm correct?
Look, I need to
No,
forfeit.
you have to lock in.
I can't lock in.
I don't know if I can lock in either.
You're gonna forfeit,
can't-
Abby.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna need a
this one.
number. I'm gonna need you to say a letter.
Oh
I
my
need you both
God.
to say a letter in the
You
next 10
can't
seconds.
see me right now. You guys can't see me right now, but right now my hands are just digging into my eyebrows, just leaning over my desk. Like I can't.
This stopped being fun, huh?
God. Fuck it.
What do you
I'm gonna.
What do you think?
I just want
I-
to drag attention to what
I
they
can't-
found acceptable, which is writing on my bladder. Which
I
is
just
why
Yeah,
need
why
we
didn't
to
they
the
censor
see-
bladder?
I just
Why
need
didn't they
to
censor
see-
bladder?
B, I guess. I don't know.
B. Abby's going B.
I
Nick,
don't
what do you
know.
Fuck
do you
it.
think?
C. We go.
C?
We go. Fuck it. We ball.
It's E.
We're-
They
Wha-
didn't change it. They didn't change it! I swear to Christ, they didn't change it. They kept cheating on my baby.
I
Abby wins!
I don't. The Kidz Bop. I'm gonna fight you in the parking
So
lot.
we can't talk about alcohol. We can't talk about the sin that is sleeping next to a femoid. We
Nope.
can't.
A femoid.
You can't imply that you've touched each
What are
other.
you, an incel?
You can't say the you can't say the word drink,
Freaking is wrong apparently. So,
but you can cheat on your baby.
Kidz Bop has some
I'm more
explaining to
upset
do.
that A was the best answer sounding, and that you made it.
I can't believe you made up B. I can't believe you made up A and B.
A and B are like. I'm upset that you of all people were competent enough to make that.
You are a goddamn snake.
Snake in the grass. So that's the Kidz Bop quiz.
God
That's my
damn
Kidz
it.
Bop quiz.
The
do you-
executive producers behind these goddamn albums or whatever, whoever is behind changing the songs, they have some fucking explaining to do.
I wonder.
They think it's okay for kids to cheat? They think it's
apparently,
okay
but
for kids
not
to
to
sing
cheat on
about
their
it?
tests or anything, but to cheat on their significant other.
I have
Yeah.
words.
When I wrote that line, the
I-
only thing I could think of was like a Fairly Odd Parents bit where Vicky makes like a fake recording of Timmy to get him in trouble, and it's just, "Hi, I'm Timmy Turner, and I cheated on my math test." That's all I could think about.
I don't know about you, Aubrey. I don't
Yeah.
know about you, Nick. But for some reason, this deflates me more than our conversation last podcast about the Harley Quinn Fartacular special. This deflates me just as much as that.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
They made a Harley Quinn fart comic, and I read it on podcast and did a review, and it sucked ass. It was really bad.
Yeah.
So she wears Plastic Man like a suit, and then farts inside of him.
No. This is too much.
So it's like also inflation porn. She's like waddling around with a massive
There's no way that's a thing.
fart.
This is
Hold
awful.
on.
This is all awful. I hate
Yeah.
this. She has the physical copy, by the way.
Yeah, it's scratch and sniff.
Alright, so it's time to end the podcast. I'm good, you know?
No, we're not.
Do you want to
done.
see some pictures of it?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You cannot, because she showed me pictures of what it looks like.
I
cannot
am
unsee.
very much happily existing without it.
Well,
I
then
would
you
like
are
to
God's
continue
chosen.
that.
You are God's chosen because God
I am
has...
not God's little pog champ. I'm going straight to hell. I'm not.
God
No,
only
I'm good.
chooses the strongest soldiers to test. And he tests
I
me.
am not his strongest, nor am I his soldier.
I am neither soldier nor strong. However, that's what the saying goes, so I don't know. God tests me every day, and she tests me by these trials that,
So what
that
did you
Aubrey
think about
puts
the
me
Kidz Bop
through.
quiz? What did you think about the Kidz Bop
I
quiz?
hate that was enjoyable, and I also hate that you made better lyrics than Kidz Bop.
Yeah, you
we're gonna
did.
do
You
another
actually
rant at
did.
some point, I
Pat
swear to
yourself on
God.
the back. You should work for Kidz Bop.
I don't know if that's an honor or a shame.
I think it's an
so-
honor that you beat out like adults whose jobs are to fix this.
Here's the
People
thing,
got
though.
paid.
Here's
People
the
got
scary
paid to
thing,
make this.
though. Guys, here's the scary thing, though. Like, these guys, these people who change these lyrics and help to make these albums, they are working with these kids. They are in positions of power over these kids. And they are changing these lyrics, and they're like, you have to sing this. And it's like, there is so many red flags with this industry. With this
Yep.
industry, specifically with Kidz Bop. And, like,
I
I think
highly
it needs to
encourage-
change.
I highly encourage anyone listening to go listen to the Kidz Bop cover of Old Town Road. Hearing an 8-year-old say the words "cheated on my baby, you can go and ask her"
Hold on,
is
hold
a
on,
fucking
hold on.
ethereal experience.
Can I play it?
No, we'll get in trouble.
Ah, damn
Would
it.
I get in
we could
trouble
just
if I
cut
made
it
the-
out.
Would I get in trouble if I made the Kidz Bop cover of Sweet Caroline the ending theme for the episode?
How about this?
I have
How
a
about
question. Is Kidz Bop still in existence?
Yes.
Or it is?
They made an album this year. They covered Houdini by Eminem.
this? No.
What?
Oh my god. I feel like next year if they
was,
release an
unless
album...
there was another song named Houdini that came out this year.
Dude, guys, wait a minute. Next year if they release an album, they're probably gonna try and cover Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. They're probably gonna cover Not Like Us. Think about that.
Please.
Or
I've never
Family
wanted anything
Matters.
more in my
They're gonna cover
life.
Family Matters.
They're just gonna cover all of the Drake Kendrick beef.
And
That
Meet
would
the
be
Grams.
so funny.
Meet the Grams.
They're
Kidz
going
Bop, cover the Drake,
Hey, Drake.
Kendrick beef, and my life is yours.
They're going
Listen,
to
Aubrey.
get only
Aubrey.
white kids, and they're going to leave in the N-words.
Aubrey, listen
Yeah?
to me.
Yeah.
If by some miracle, like if all three of us are in a chat or on the podcast again, and you can figure out, and if you do this quiz thing with us again, and you say what would be the most likely lyrics, you create Kidz Bop lyrics to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, and we have to choose. That would be both
Yeah.
legendary, but also
Yeah.
so cursed.
Yeah. I
Like,
want
what
to
do
do
you
another
say?
one.
What do you say in
Well-
response of like, hey Drake, I hear you like him young. Like, what do you say to that? How do you cover that?
Next
You
year
don't.
when we invite
You don't.
when we invite Nick again for our annual podcast appearance with him.
The
doesn't
annual
have to be
Kidz
annual.
Bop championship.
Yes, that's what we should do. That's what we should do.
Yes.
Every-
yes.
Every one podcast in April, every year, we will have a Kidz Bop Challenge Championship. That's what we
Who's
must
the
do.
Kidz Bop
I love it.
extraordinaire?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I'll have more
I
than
may-
9
I
questions
may
next
have
time,
one
although
this
that
year.
did take an hour. So
Well, does that mean like listening to Kidz Bop music is like taking steroids in a sports?
Oh my
doping.
god. You know
Yeah,
what it is? I
so-
thought you were gonna say that listening to Kidz Bop takes years off your life. That's what it does.
Oh, it does. It does. I feel like I
Uh,
lost a few years off of my life just sitting here.
Jacksfilms is actually in his 50s now. He's actually a 56-year-old man.
Did you hear
No.
what happened to Jax Films?
He fucking died,
He
dude.
fucking died. Yeah.
He listened to too much
It's a
Kidz
running
Bop and he
bit that
aged
nobody
out
else
like Benjamin
understands.
Button.
It's
Like
the scene
Benjamin
from
Button.
Invincible where like the aliens like aged like really fast and started turning into dust.
No, shut up. I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen Invincible yet.
Ooh, I'll censor that.
No,
I'll censor that so you don't get spoiled, Abby. Don't
this is
worry.
worse than
this
Logan. This is worse than
It's like
Logan.
the scene. It's like the scene in Invincible where Omni-Man said, "Oh, I'm so full," and he rubbed his belly and he kissed
He
Invincible.
proceeded to do that pose that shows off his fat ass.
That's. Oh my god.
It does
Yeah, so the
fucking-
final score.
God. Where I hate that scene in Invincible where Omni-Man said there was an imposter among us and it was him the whole time.
I hate the scene where Omni-Man said, "You have to vent, Invincible. I know it will hurt looking sus, but you have to vent."
I love that scene in Invincible where Omni-Man said, "Chicken Jackie."
All
Jackie,
right,
Jackie.
nah, I'm good. I'm done.
Yeah. So the final score was Nick with 3, Abby with 4.
Yeah.
So Abby, you did receive a 45% correct answer rate, and you should feel horrible about that.
I feel awful about that. I do
if
not
you-
take this win with pride.
If you played along at home and you scored anything above a 50 on this quiz, you need to go to jail.
Yeah.
I
The
think
championship.
I think
These
I think that
championships are no
legally-
honor.
that legally classifies you as a sex offender if
Me?
you score over 50
Okay,
on the
hold
Kidz Bop quiz.
on.
Me?
No, if you score like 90% on the Kidz Bop quiz, I think that you need to be put on a
That
registered
just means
list.
that you listen to Kidz Bop and you know the lyrics and
Yes, which means
You're
you
weirdly
should be
obsessed
put,
with kids.
You should be put on the registry.
yeah.
Okay, let me go out on a limb and say maybe the alternative to knowing like 90% of lyrics is the fact that you have a kid and that you're a really controlling parent.
If you have
Yeah.
a kid, first of all, if you have a kid and you're listening to this podcast, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Think about
Yeah.
that for a second.
They're taking notes on what not to do so that way they don't end up like us.
Yeah. Second of all, don't let your kids listen to Kidz Bop. It's just so bad.
Yeah. Don't do it. Just
So
because you peel a
I'll-
can doesn't mean you peel a should.
I'm still reeling over the fact that they kept
Cheated on my
cheating on
baby.
on
You can
on-
go and ask her. Nobody
God,
tell me nothing. Oh my god. They used to fix a lot of grammatical mistakes.
Yeah.
Like in really early Kidz Bop, if they were covering like an alt band or something, they would remove like if they said tryin', they would replace it with trying. They stopped doing it at some point, but they used to like really go like all. They used to go to town on that shit.
Yeah, that's somehow
I
it's
consider
still
it
going
using what it
strong.
was.
Also, before we all log off, did y'all hear that
Yeah.
crazy shit of like JD Vance allegedly killing the Pope?
we were just talking about
We were
that.
talking about that before you were here.
Like 24 hours. Like JD Vance
He-
was like, "Make me a good Christian," and Pope was like, "Fuck you," and then he died.
I saw like the scene from the Deadpool game where he's like crying with a gun pointed to his mouth, and then so captioned Pope Francis after hearing JD Vance talk
Okay,
for 5 minutes.
I need to know if they made Rockstar Kidz Bop.
Oh my god.
Let's look it up.
I'm looking up right now because I'm very
They-
curious, and I'm.
I need to
I'm
know.
going to
I need
leak.
to know too.
Because we all just want to be big rock stars. The girls.
They
can't
have
be and the girls can't
photograph.
cheat. They do have photograph.
They do have photograph.
They don't. I don't see Rockstar. I see Party Like a Rockstar.
They all stay skinny because they just won't eat.
Party Like a Rock. Party Like a Rockstar. Yeah. They don't
But
have.
that's
They
not.
don't
That's
have.
not a Nickelback song. No, that's a different.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Editor, play
Um,
exactly 1 second of Rockstar right now.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What?
They did a cover of Savage Love by fucking, who's that guy?
Who knows?
God, Savage Love by Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
Did they replace that with?
Yeah.
Did they replace that with Kidz Bop?
I actually need to see the lyrics for it. I need to see the lyrics for that.
They did do Despacito as well.
I'm seeing on YouTube that there is a Kidz Bop version of Rockstar, but it's not by Kidz Bop. The topic.
Yeah, that's the thing. Kidz Bop is American. We up in Canada have our own version of Kidz Bop called Mini Pop.
Do we actually?
Yes, we have the Mini Pop kids up here.
What? No.
I don't know.
I am unwilling to believe that Shane Chance made the Kidz Bop version of Rockstar.
Oh god, we do. This is a thing.
The Mini Pop kids.
Oh.
So Nick, did you have any segment that you wanted to talk about? Any specific topics that you wanted to cover?
Listen, I can tell you about Warhammer. I could tell you about like Yu-Gi-Oh. I can.
Guys, just before we move, just before you say anything else,
yeah.
I just want to mention this. The Mini Pop Kids, their most recent album that they released this year, they did a cover for Chappell Roan's Good Luck Babe, which should not be covered. Do you want to know why?
No clue what.
Because it's
about
lesbianism. It's about
lesbian?
lesbianism, and it's about saying good luck, babe. Even though you enjoyed lesbian sex, you choose to be with a man.
I saw I didn't include it because I couldn't think of any compelling lyric changes. They did a cover of Born This Way by Lady Gaga, and they removed all explicit references to queer sexuality.
God damn it.
They removed the rap breakdown where she says the words gay, bi, queer, and trans, and things like that. They cut it. Yeah, so fuck Kidz Bop, actually.
I thought that was already a given.
Fuck Kidz Bop to oblivion, to the center of the sun.
Fuck Mini Kidz Bop.
Oh god, I think we might be done.
Yeah. What say you guys?
I had another plan, but I think I'll save it for
later.
later.
I'm willing to do the other plan. It's just if anything, it's a palate cleanser for what we just did.
It requires setup, and I'm not fully confident.
It's been like almost an hour and 30 minutes. How about this?
We'll
do a part 2. How about we do a part 2?
No.
We'll make a better part 2 than JK.
Stop.
Yeah.
How about like the next podcast, we'll get Nick back on. We'll get you back on, Nick, and we'll do a part 2.
Yeah.
How about we do that?
I'm down.
Oh, okay.
Do we want to do that?
Okay,
I would be down.
You know,
I'm down.
What I wanted to say before we just end and stop talking and everything. My family movie night. It was my turn to pick this week, and on a whim, I picked the Saturday Night Live movie The Blues Brothers, and I think that it might be my new favorite movie of all time. It's really fucking good. There's a car crash with like 80 cars that they did in real life, and it's so fucking stupid looking, and it's awesome.
Like,
and
is
it's
it a
2.5
comedy?
hours. Yes, it's 2.5 hours, and they have Aretha Franklin appears in it and sings an original song.
It's a rather unfortunate name.
And they have Cab Calloway who sings in a song on as well. A lot of like jazz legends, and it's really fun. It's a fun time. I'm gonna make you watch Blues Brothers with me when you come here, Abby.
Okay. It's got a good review online, so.
We're also gonna do. Did I tell you the idea, Nick? Is that we're doing a commentary track episode of the movie Flubber?
Yeah. At some
keep
point.
picking movies and things I have no clue exist.
Flubber is a Robin Williams comedy that I've heard nothing but horrible things about.
Here's the thing. There's also another comedy movie that I would recommend to you, Aubrey, that I saw last year. It's called Airplane! !
Oh god, Airplane!
Airplane! ! Like
I've
at
heard,
there's
I've heard of Airplane.
It's that meme of like that a girl sitting in like a cabin seat next to a young like a little boy, and he's like, "How do you like do you want milk in your coffee?" And she goes, "No, I take it black, like my men." And then he looks at her.
Yeah, I know the scene.
That's the movie.
I don't know how poorly it's aged, but
it's so funny. I watched it last year and I died laughing.
I gotta watch more movies, I think, is the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have time or want to do a mental health corner, or are we just done?
I'm burnt.
You're
I'm on
burnt? No time
Kidz
for the
Bop
mental
has
health corner.
burnt us.
Yes. Kidz Bop has burned me. I've been burned.
We'll wait till next time to do a mental health corner then.
Yeah. Nick, you want to join us for next pod?
For the mental health
Sure.
corner. We're going to
I'm
talk about
down.
very intimate details
Hell
about your
yeah.
life.
Intimate details about my life? Okay, my boyfriend, I love him to death.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, he plays Magic, and I think that's a deal breaker.
That's really mean.
Wait, actually?
No,
Magic
I'm
is a
making a
deal
joke.
breaker.
He plays Magic, and I played Magic a little bit, but...
Dude, you collect Warhammer dolls. I don't want to hear it.
They're not dolls!
They're dolls.
Figurines,
They're
Mom.
not! They're little figurines! It'd be different if I
Okay.
collected, like, those, like, lewd, like, anime girl statues. Then you
Oh,
have a right
yes,
to
that
bully
would be
me.
so much
I'd
better.
bully me.
That'd be so much better.
But no,
Okay. Abby, editor,
Yeah.
play exactly 1.82 seconds of the Kidz Bop cover of Old Town Road, please. Thank you.
Actually?
Okay.
Actually?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. It's fine. I think it's fine. If it's not fine,
okay.
just put the text "Go fuck yourself" on screen and then a smiley
Uh,
face.
No, put the meme of the G-Man like appearing like choking Gordon like go fuck yourself.
Editor,
like,
take-
okay, I'm
put
actually
in a
gonna
picture.
play it.
Editor, put in a picture. No, I'm talking to the editor, not you.
Oh.
Editor, put in a picture of Abby looking like a fucking dolt, which is always because she is one.
God damn you.
Haha. Editor, put in a picture of Nick's home address, please.
Editor, kill
You don't
Aubrey.
even have my address.
I don't actually. Abby, put in a picture of Nick, please.
I mean, I could
I think
send you the full image of my PFP. It's funny.
Your what?
My PFP. My
Profile picture. I heard I could send you the full picture of my putt, and then I went, I don't like where this is going.
Shut up.
You're
Okay,
gonna cheat on your
Abby,
magic
Both of you are.
boyfriend.
Neither of you are free of sin.
Abby,
Neither
do
of
the
us are
outro.
free.
Do the outro that we always do, the famous outro, the one that we're known for. You know the one, right? The outro that we always
yeah.
do.
Oh
You know
yeah.
it? Can you do it, please?
Me?
Yeah.
What about Nick? He's the guest.
No, but
happened?
you. I like it better when you do it.
Uh,
I'm
your
sorry.
laptop's got worms, just like RFK.
Dead laptop worms. I've been Aubrey,
I've been Abby.
and this has been JD Vance, special guest star vice president. JD Vance, thank you for your service.
Yeah, remember to buy a Tesla.
Right.